the past few days, Donald Trump has been on a distraction tour. His first was PBS and NPR.
The president ordering the end of federal funding for both public news outlets, which the White House in the past has accused of biased and partisan news coverage and programming.
Then he put a tariff, 100% tariff, on Hollywood movies.
The president also announced a new tariff this weekend. What can you tell us about that?
Yeah, and this is an interesting one. The president saying that he will now put 100% tariff on movies that, as he puts it, are coming into our country that are produced in foreign lands. He says, we want movies made in America again.
He then put out a tweet saying that he was going to reopen Alcatraz, which, if you're trying to save money, will not save you money, because it's going to cost Alcatraz a number of years and a couple of $100 million to get back to operational capacity to hold people. Right now, it's a tourist destination.
Trump took to Truth Social last night to announce his plans to rebuild and reopen the infamous Alcatraz Island prison. It's true, writing in his post that he is directing several federal agencies, including the Bureau of Prisons and the Justice Department, to reopen Alcatraz so it can house, quote, America's most ruthless and violent offenders.
But what made me really be aware of the fact that he was trolling and that he was full of shit, it was this weekend when around May 4th, he put out a picture of him looking like this. And because a lot of people were out on social media, a lot of his followers and his cult members were on social media saying maybe Trump should be elected Pope, he had his Truth Social people put this photo out. So I knew, even though he signed an executive order, even though he tweeted that he was going to do some things with Alcatraz, I know he's just trolling and trying to distract you. But distract you from what? The stock market is down today. It was down Friday. It's even worse today. And it's been down overall since he took office. He don't want you to know about that. This chart right here is the civilian unemployment rate seasonally adjusted. Don't get me started. I have no idea what it means, but I got this from the Bureau of Labor and Statistics. So this is Trump's own administration telling you what's going on in the civilian unemployment rate. When Biden left office in January of this year, the unemployment rate was at 4%. It is now at 4.2%. And you think that's a good thing. It's not so bad. It only went up 0.2%. But that's a countless of jobs that's been lost. Now, yes, Trump created more jobs, or Trump's administration, or even though presidents don't create jobs, jobs were created under Trump more in April than projected. Let's just clear that up and get full disclosure. And unemployment crept up 0.1%. The recession's coming, and these tariffs are not going to make it any better. Trump don't want you to know about that either. And guess what? We still do not have any kind of trade deals, even though Scott Bessent testified that deals are coming and that they do have some deals that's ready to be locked down. They still have not gotten China.
The Port of Los Angeles says it does expect shipping volume from China to plunge about 35% next week. The president addressing this just a short time ago.
You know, they're sending boats, the biggest boats in the world, carrying cargo like nobody's ever seen before. These are the biggest boats in the world, biggest cargo ships in the world, and they're coming and they're turning around in the Pacific Ocean. They're doing a big U-turn and going back because they don't want the goods, because 145% tariff. But at a certain point, I hope we're going to make a deal with China. We're talking to China.
You hope to get a deal with China? What's all this hopey-changey shit? You're not Barack Obama. But when did you start hoping? You the deal maker. You're the art of the deal. You're a businessman. You know how to make deals. Why haven't you made a deal with China? He don't want you to know about that either. And remember that 24-hour Ukraine-Russia deal that he was supposed to make, even though it's been over 100 days now? If you really want to get technical, he said the minute he locks in the presidency, before he takes office, he can do it in 24 hours. So if you really want to get technical, it's been well over 150, 200 days. But let's just go with his presidency. It's been over 100 days. They still fighting.
Russian officials say a Ukrainian drone attack on Moscow forced several of the city's airports to close. So far, Moscow's mayor says there have been no reports of serious damage or casualties. However, emergency services are working to clear down drones from roadways.
Now, this is really going to get you. This just happened. This has just been reported. So if you go to CNN, Fox, whatever, you may find this being reported right now. India and Pakistan are now fighting. Yeah. The the East is on fire.
In the last few minutes, we've received some reports from the Reuters news agency from Pakistan saying some time ago India attacked Pakistan in 3 locations with missiles. That's a Pakistani military spokesperson who has said this. They've said some time ago India attacked Pakistan in 3 locations. And we understand that Pakistan's international airlines spokesperson says that flights that were already airborne have been diverted to the Pakistani city of Karachi. Now, this comes, of course, off the back of escalating tensions between India and Pakistan following an attack in Kashmir, which left 26 Indian nationals who were visiting the area dead.
So now the big question is, can the United States not get militarily involved with this India-Pakistan thing? Can they trust the United States to be the forebearer or the guiding light to get them to come to the table and talk a negotiation and talk a peace? I don't think America's in that position anymore because you got Trump in there. Number 2, if Trump comes out, now I don't think we're real friendly with Pakistan or India, but as far as keeping the peace and being businessmen, you would think we can be as the leader of the free world, right? Trump say he runs the world. He should be able to go over and get with our allies and negotiate a deal to get them to come to some kind of ceasefire and work out their problems. America is not in that position anymore. So what is Trump going to do? Just let them do whatever they're going to do? Will India and Pakistan get with the European Union to negotiate a structured peace settlement and try to clear that up? Or will we just let India and Pakistan shoot themselves silly, let Ukraine and Russia shoot themselves silly while we deal with the European Union, Mexico, Canada, and China? You see where I'm going? That's why Trump is doing the bullshit that he's doing. He's trying to distract you because he has no plan. He has no idea what he's doing. And now the world is falling apart because they know America can't lead anymore. No one is afraid of our old floppy disk missiles. Yes, our missile defense system is run on 1976-85 floppy disk. They have not rebuilt that infrastructure. These countries don't care about the United States anymore. They're not afraid of us anymore. They don't fear our military might because they know they got our pockets. And Trump just gave them more of our pockets, and he got no plan to solve it. That's why he's doing the Pope stuff. That's why he's doing the Alcatraz stuff. That's why he's doing the movie tariff stuff. He's trying to distract you. He's trying to piss you off so you won't see the world blowing up around you. Pay attention. Watch the news. Don't listen to what he says. Watch what he does. And watch what everybody around him, meaning watch all the countries, watch everybody around him and see what they're doing. What do you think?